What if I told you that the words under your name on a business card are the most overrated part of your life? Because you are not your job title. You're not just a manager, engineer, founder, or consultant. You are dreams, laughter, stories, talents, far beyond your 9 to 5. But in today's hustle-obsessed world, we've made careers our religion and forgot how to just be human. In this video, we're breaking down a dangerous myth that your worth is tied to your work. You'll learn why building your identity around a job title is limiting, how it leads to burnout and disillusionment, and what you can do to build a fuller, more meaningful life beyond your desk. By the end, you'll walk away with tools to nurture your passions, rediscover who you are, and design a life that feels good, not just looks good. Let's go back to the question we've all been asked. So, what do you do? Not what makes you come alive, what excites you, what kind of person are you? It's always, what do you do? We've been trained to reduce people to roles, to equate identity with output. But here's the danger. When your identity is attached to your job, every failure feels like a personal collapse. Every layoff feels like you've lost who you are. A study from the American Psychological Association found that people who define themselves primarily by their work are twice as likely to experience depression when faced with job instability, because their self is too attached to their salary. Fight Club, a modern classic. You are not your job. You are not how much money you have in the bank. You are not the car you drive. You are not the contents of your wallet. That line hit hard for a reason. It reminded millions that their souls were never meant to fit into LinkedIn bios. You burn out easier. If your job is you, then quitting, resting, or failing isn't an option. You work until you're empty, not because of deadlines, but because of identity confusion. You fear change, hate your job, want to pivot careers. You won't because you fear losing the title that gives you validation. You stop exploring life outside of work. When you live inside your job title, you stop painting, playing, hiking, creating. You slowly forget who you are outside of your office building. Say this sentence differently. Instead of saying, I am a lawyer, try, I work as a lawyer. I am someone who loves music, photography, deep conversations, and helping others grow. Language shapes reality. Detach identity from job description. Make time for play. Schedule joy like you schedule meetings. Join a dance class. Try pottery. Learn guitar. Volunteer. Start that podcast. These aren't distractions. They are reminders of who you are. Expand your social circles. Build friendships, not just with people in your field, but also artists, teachers, climbers, poets, travelers. Why? Because they reflect parts of you that your co-workers never will. Create a joy resume. Write a resume. Not of jobs, but of moments that made you feel alive. The road trip where you saw the stars for the first time. The book you wrote as a teen. That one night you danced till sunrise. Read that when you forget who you really are. We are human beings, not human doings. Deepak Chopra. Don't ask what the world needs. Ask what makes you come alive, and go do it. Howard Thurman. When your identity is built on something fragile, your peace will always be negotiable. Anonymous. India, naam or calm culture. In India, respect often comes with a job title. Parents beam when their kids say they're doctors or IAS officers. But what happens when the job doesn't match the soul? Remember, in the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, "You have a right to your labor, but not to the fruits of your labor." That means your worth is in being, not just doing. Philippines, the overseas worker identity. In the Philippines, millions work abroad to support families, sometimes at the cost of losing touch with who they are. There's deep honor in sacrifice, but there must also be space for self. America, the hustle trap. In the US, it's all about the grind. What do you do is a status check. But Gen Z is waking up. They're saying, I don't want to live to work. I want to work to live. Imagine your job title is just a hat. One you can take off, trade, redesign, or hang up. But your soul, that's the person underneath the hat. That's you, or this. Your job is a chapter, not the book. The whole story of your life is written in hobbies, relationships, laughter, pain, joy, discovery, not job descriptions. Meet Clara. She was a VP at a top tech firm. On paper, killing it. In real life, numb. She hadn't touched her piano in 8 years. Her son once asked, "Mom, why don't you smile when you talk about work?" That broke her. So she quit, took 6 months off, rekindled her love for music. Now, she teaches part-time, plays jazz on weekends, and says, "I feel more like myself now. And I earn less, but live more." A 2023 Gallup poll showed that over 60% of working professionals don't feel deeply connected to their jobs, but feel trapped because their identity is tied to it. The same study found that those with strong personal hobbies and diverse interests reported higher overall life satisfaction regardless of income. Your worth is not in your work. Your identity is not your industry. Your purpose isn't a position. You are a living, evolving story, a creator, a learner, a lover, a dreamer. Drop a comment. What's one thing you love doing that has nothing to do with your job? Let's reclaim our humanity. One story, one song, one step at a time. Like, subscribe, share this with someone who's tied too tightly to their title.